I pulled 100 lines. How the fuck you gon' believe that bitch? She told 100 lies. We the mafia, don't fuck with us, we got 100 ties.
This video is for educational documentary purposes only. It is meant to provide an authoritative news reporting narrative of historic events that have occurred presented in a journalistic context.
OTS is one of the most ruthless and bloodthirsty groups in the Dallas drill scene, with 300 arguably being some of the most dangerous groups to spawn into the scene in recent times. Being cordial with one another at one point in time, it's very obvious that these days, OTS and 300 are not on the same accord. In today's video, I will explain their past alliance as well as their recent fallout. OTS, of course, is a gang from East Dallas with their two biggest rappers and blood brothers, FBG Murda and Lil 6, actually being from the 6'5 section of Pleasant Grove. OTS would be clicked up with another hood in the 7'5 section of Pleasant Grove by the name of BFG. Now, BFG is a group predominantly from South Dallas, most recognized for their late rapper, BFG Strap, but would have its origins in Oak Hollow in Pleasant Grove. BFG bands can even be seen chilling with FBG Murda in a vlog back in 2024. BFG, however, would have strong ties to another group not even 5 minutes from them. BFG member Ricky would act as a mentor for the younger guys in the community, mainly the Asante apartments. These guys would be known as 300, later adopting the apartment complex as the 3. 300, or Team 3, is a younger set of savages, with most of their members ranging from ages 14 to 17. Producing multiple rappers like Steppa 357, Lou O, Pop Shy, and Quicko. Their most recognized member, Lil Lonnie, has solidified himself as one of the most dangerous young Eniates. Being allied with neighboring Hood Oak Hollow's BT4, OTS, 300, and BT4 would coexist peacefully all throughout early 2024. Lil 6 would later begin rapping, adding to the already established list of rappers emerging from OTS, with BT4 Laro being seen in Lil 6's first music video Trenches on August 22, 2024, this being shot in BFG and BT4's hood of Oak Hollow, as well as 300 members Vaughn and Thurt appearing in BFG band's music video for 6 Figures on November 8, 2024. It would be apparent that things were looking shaky between Lil 6 and members of 300 when their top crash, Lil Lonnie, would take to Instagram to express his frustration with who most say is Lil 6, writing, "Nice get signed and unfollow a NIH, and that him being famous doesn't mean anything." 300 would sadly suffer a great loss when beloved member Thurt was shot and unalived during a failed setup attempt on November 15, 2024 in East Dallas. Thurt's passing would be detrimental to 300 as well as members of BT4. BFG members would also be deeply affected by his passing. FBG Murda would take to a story the following morning, dissing Thurt, followed by Lil 6 dissing him too, saying they were about to make an extra large coffin for him. 300 rapper Steppa 357 would go to a story adding Murda in regards to him dissing Thurt, referring to him as a good rapping guy. To many Dallas drill fans, this would have the majority confused, with most assuming that 300 and OTS were cool since they were cool with BFG. However, unbeknownst to the masses, there would be another alliance that 300 had that OTS wouldn't be so fond of. A few days earlier, OTS member Dunshow would begin releasing music under the moniker Everything. This would cause an uproar in the streets of Dallas, mainly from members of the set B4L. This being due to paperwork being posted of Dunshow telling on a B4L member named DT Money. Steppa would post Dunshow, calling him a good rapping guy. 300 and B4L would have strong ties to one another, mainly due to DT Money, actually being cousins to Thurt, Lonnie, and Lou. OTS and 300 were never cool, since as mentioned in The Victims of Yakuza, OTS and B4L have had conflicts since 2022, when OTS would catch and unalive a Young Hitta's member named Billy on January 12, 2022. This being mocked and confirmed numerous times by OTS members like In 223 Trey's Silly, where he raps about doing someone like Billy, or on the track Cakes by Lil 6 and Duncho, where Duncho raps about remaking the death of Billy. Billy's death B would attempt it to be avenged by top B4L members Baby or Trey and Ali when they would catch OTS member Benji lacking, hitting him in the leg, and him surviving. This would be mentioned by B4L Baby in his song G23, where he raps, "Go ask Benji how we caught him and tried to switch him out the trunk." This would make 300's conflict with OTS, simply inherited by affiliation and actual blood. This explains why days earlier, Lonnie would actually be the one to post Duncho's paperwork exposing him for ratting on DT Money in a murder case in West Dallas, followed by Duncho at Lonnie on his story saying, "Are you good, baby boy? Talk to me." Also, the fact that B4L and Savage Gang are clicked up, with J3 Get Busy being seen in B4L Baby's music video for DOA, as well as DT Money collaborating with SG member Baby J. It's clear OTS doesn't tolerate playing both sides, even to the smallest degree. This would ultimately explain why the disses would begin to flood in during the following months, such as when Lou O drop his disrespectful OTSK. Then Lil 6 dropping his PSA, where he raps about being upset that Thurt died to a leg shot, suggesting he would have did him far worse. BT4 member Laro would join the live of Lil 6 and is met with disrespect, shortly after being caught lacking by Tay from ATA.
The 3 fuck the 4, I come to that bitch by a day, ain't none of them bitch niggas safe. What you want, Lil Dre? DM me, Trash Star Pop. Alright, Lero, get the fuck out of my live. Then a nigga just catch you with your mama and, like, take your fucking phone and shit. Like, I think I got the video on my phone and get your bitch ass on my live before I play that hoe. Nigga ain't never played with me like that. I need rob my mama, little ass boy. Get your little ass on my phone. You shouldn't be on here laughing. You need to delete your account. You were just on Dallas Drill getting your ass, bitch. Nigga caught you in the car with your mama. You a little ass boy. Get your ass off this live, man.
Make sure to comment down below what topics or stories you want me to do next. Thanks for watching.
I got all